York's classic rock, Q1043.
Don Barnes is here from 38 Special. It just really does. And isn't there something about hearing your work on the radio that's still
It always was. It
special?
was a beautiful thing, man. I'll tell you, we struggled for all those years.
Well, it's been 50 plus years.
Yeah. It's
For
our
38
Anniversary
Special.
this year.
You know, you started when you were very, very young.
We were preschool. That's our story.
Well, you weren't preschool, but you were still very, very young. You were all like early 20s.
Oh, yeah. We played in little teen bands before that until we finally got the right people that would show up, and make the commitment,
Well, you sold over 20 million albums, so you did pretty well.
Yeah, it didn't happen overnight. It took about 3 albums, went straight over the cliff, Jim.
Yeah, but there was a time when young musicians trying to build a career could survive such a thing as putting out some albums that didn't quite make it because the music industry was a little more patient and they were more
giving. Yeah.
And they had a longer attention span.
Yeah, it's like a support group, too. You're kind of married to 5 other guys, and somebody gets down, and it's like, man, I got to get a day job. I'm not making any money. And everybody's like, man, stick it out. We think it's right around the corner. And it was always a big, wide corner,
But, a song like Hold On Loosely, when you guys were recording that in the studio, could you feel the magic happening, the magic that we just heard on the radio? Could you feel it?
It was just part of several other songs in their line, when you're doing a studio, it's kind of just tedious work every day, So it was just one of those that actually it's simple. The chorus is the same chords as the verse, so everything's pretty linear. It's most, I guess, the beauty is in the simplicity. Just the broad strokes.
Well, you're performing tonight at the State Theater.
I gotta go.
In New Brunswick, New Jersey. You're performing tonight at the historic State Theater in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and obviously your set list is filled with songs that people know.
Man, it's everything you want to hear through the history of the band. We see the instant reactions of people and the high fives and singing along. My sound man, John, he said, sometimes I have to turn you up louder because the crowd is singing louder than you are, So, but it's a great thing. It's a great job to bring that kind of joy. We see tears in their eyes. I mean, it's a pretty emotional thing,
Well, because music is a part of people's own individual memories. I mean, everybody who, hears a Hold On Loosely or a Caught Up in You, they have their own story that goes along with that song. In a sense, they're kind of co-authors of
I was
going to
say, it belongs to them now. After all these years, all these songs, that's part of their fabric. So we try to play it as just much conviction and passion as the first time we ever recorded it, because it makes you want to do that. Makes you want to be perfect for them,
And you have some new stuff as well. Now, I remember having a rather extensive conversation. I think you were in on it, Trevor.
It's possible.
With Mick Jagger about introducing new material into your set list. And he's really careful about it. He makes sure there's a real powerful song on one side and a real powerful song on the other side.
Smart.
Because it takes a while for people to get used to something new.
Yeah.
And as he said, he doesn't like to see people get up and go off running to the restrooms.
Well, this is a good bathroom song.
And that's and
my wife says,
and that's the Rolling Stones we're talking about. So I think that's true for every band.
It is. You have to just kind of slip it in there amongst, like you said, powerful standards, and so, But we kind of kept our standards high, so we keep the songs feel like it moves them. We've had people say the first time I heard it live, I went right out and bought the album. The new Milestone album.
Which we'll be hearing a song from in just a few minutes here at Q104.3.
Awesome.
So, where do you live?
I live in Atlanta.
You live in Atlanta?
We all started from Jacksonville, Florida. It was a Navy town. And there were 5 naval bases there. So all of us kids from Dwayne Allman, Greg Allman, Ronnie Van Zant, all the bands that came from there, we all played sailors clubs at a young age, 15 years old, 16 years old. We played all the cover songs of those days. We didn't realize we were absorbing all the songwriting structures and how that works. And fundamentals of songwriting. And I've always said, you do that for a while, and then you get a little cocky and think, well, I can write my own songs, and that's when you go starve for the next 10 years.
It's kind of unusual because that whole scene, you were all kind of related to each other. You could do like a family tree of bands.
Yeah, we did. We all knew each other, all competing, and it's slagging the other guy and all that. It's the same thing. It's like somebody told me, who was it, Salvador Dali was slagging Picasso because he was the same hair. He goes, he's a hack,
Well, when was the first time that you guys in your band realized that you were really on to something big?
You mean a pivotal point?
Yeah, I mean, did it happen without you noticing it?
No,
and then one day you noticed it, or did you go, "Wow, this is really becoming something"?
This music thing might work out.
It was a slow burn. We paid all the dues. We played all the dirty clubs, everything, and hoped that we'd get on a show with the first act at 6:30 in the morning, 6:30 in the evening in the building, and the headliner was back in Peter Frampton days. He was the biggest star in the world. And you'd go in there, there'd be 300 people, but you're trying to, kick 300 people's ass, so try to do what you can. And then you get a little blurb, the last, they'll go all about the, press, the media the next day. When, Peter Frampton, Gary Wright was the supporting act. And the last line, 38 Special gave a rousing set. And you think, wow, maybe that means something, It never did.
Did you ever hear the band Diamond Rio?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, well, they were on with
Are you the singer from Diamond Rio?
That would be funny.
Oh my God.
They were on with me once, and they had their record contract, and their album came out, and their record company people set up a tour for them.
Yeah.
And off they went on the road in this van, and they pulled up to the venue. They're feeling really good. They got an album. They're on a major label. And they're on tour, and they pulled up to the venue, and on the marquee it said, "Tonight, live country band."
Oh, no.
Yeesh.
It's just the music industry's tough.
Well, we used to have the caliber point in front of the 38, so people thought it was a 38-cent special, drink special or something, back in those club days. Yeah.
That's good marketing.
No love, no
Maybe
respect.
it worked. Maybe it got him in the door.
That's right.
But meanwhile, if you've sold over 20 million albums, that means there has to be a lot of platinum on the wall in your house in Atlanta.
Let me tell you, my dad, for all those years, he would, he sort of believed in me. I was 14 playing birthday parties and things, but he would, I get about 20 years old. I was young, 20-year-old with a baby, married with a baby. And he said, "Son, when are you ever going to make any money?" I was day jobs and all that, I said, "Dad, I just think I can do this thing." And anyway, he ended up lining his whole den with platinum and gold records all the way around. He was so proud.
Paid
He'd
off.
bring the neighbors in,
Aw.
I got something down the basement. I got to show you something.
Yeah, right.
That must have made you feel so awesome, Don.
Man, I tell you, it's been a long trip, but it's it's great to have that validation. That's the word, that validation all these years, because people don't believe in you at the beginning. And I tell these young guys, just do it on the weekend, play with your buddies, have a couple of beers, have a good time. But when you try to pay your bills from it and try to eat from it, that's going to be a struggle. It's a sacrifice everything.
Yeah, but when that sacrifice pays off, it pays off.
If it does.
If it does.
But I've told guys you can give 110% and it still won't happen. So that's what's so, it's a nebulous kind of thing. You try to approach this in life. There were times we thought, I woke up in the middle of Kansas cornfield out there in the sweat and just, and thinking, what am I doing with my life? Am I making the right choice here?
Well,
Nothing to fall back on.
you ended up doing was becoming the part of millions of other people's lives by entertaining them and giving them something special that lives inside their head.
It's amazing because people come up with just like Hold On Loosely there, say, that song means so much to our relationship and our marriage. And I'm like, really? Because we weren't trying to do that. We were just trying to get on the radio.
Well, you got on the radio.
That was song 5.
You got on the radio, and you've been on the radio ever since. It's Don Barnes of 38 Special with us. We're going to hear some new music in minutes. It's 8:14 here at the Q. Don Barnes of 38 Special is with us here at Q104.3. It's been 20 years, and you have a new album.
Milestone. I couldn't think of any other word to call it, but milestone. 50 years.
And you worked with a friend of yours from the Windy City.
Jim Peterick, he's been an old friend of our old songwriter guy. He's, we wrote "Hold On Loosely" and "Caught Up in You" together. We kind of came full circle.
Well,
back to it.
he's known for Survivor, Eye of the Tiger, but Ides of
Number
March
one
vehicle.
Yeah, I know. When I first met him, he had a big ceramic car on his coffee table, and I didn't know that he had done that because it was like high school,
Mm-hmm.
I said, "What's with the big car?" He goes, "That's my vehicle." I said, "I'm your vehicle. You did that, he sang it and played guitar, He said, "Yeah, they tried to cop the blood, sweat, and tears sound back then."
Well, if you're going to have a hit, it might as well be a big one.
Yeah,
And
at 17.
yeah.
He was 17 with the number one song.
But his voice sounded like a
Yeah.
grown-up guy.
I know it. I told him, I said, "Oh, man, 17, I was putting bulk oil in my old Ford Fairlane."
Well, the song we're going to play is called "So Much So Right." So what can you tell us about that song?
Oh, it's just about the heat of passion. That's you kind of explore all kind of avenues, and that's one of it has a double meaning. It actually means that you did find someone who you got it right. So she does so much so right. So that's
Okay, so turn it up and let's
Yeah.
listen to it. It's brand new from 38 Special.
That's pretty much in your face.
That's good.
I would say so. Kind of punched it right from
Yeah.
the beginning.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a rocker. I love
So
it.
much. So
Right down Main Street.
That's from the new album Milestones, 38 Special's first studio release in over 20 years. And you'll be playing that tonight?
Absolutely, yeah. We've got we added 2 new ones from the album. It's a diverse album. Each song is completely different from the next one. If you didn't like that one, you'll like the next one. So I wanted to kind of take the audience for a ride, the listeners. And like we do with our show, we take them for a ride. We start explosive opening and keep climbing and give them a little break around the middle for Second Chance. Remember, that was a big song.
Yeah, that was a big hit.
And they just keep climbing with all the big hits all the way to the end. So it's a big time.
And you brought we already gave away a pair of tickets earlier this morning, but you brought another pair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Why not?
All right, caller 25 at 888-872-1043. It's for tonight. Remember, the State Theater 7:30 show,
Yeah.
and Trevor's friend Frank is going to be there.
He will be
Oh,
there.
really?
The opening act, Steve Keen, great band. It's going to be there opening up. Surefire Studios, Joey DeMeo. It's going to be awesome.
Great.
So if you see a homeless-looking man, he's got a beard out here, long hair. That's Frank. Wave at him.
Yeah.
That's
He's like a-
Trevor's
yeah.
people.
Yeah, he's
That's who I hang out with.
he's going to be the guitar tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
guitar
okay.
tech.
Yeah.
Cool.
Throw something at him. It's fine. It's
How many
fine.
guitars do you have?
Probably about 15, but I only play
Oh, wow.
one or two on stage, 'cause
Well, don't you have an historic guitar that is on display?
I do. The original one was a Les Paul Jr. I got it when I was 16 years old. I was pretty in poverty back then, but $85. But I went all around the world, Japan and Europe, with this guitar, and it finally I had to retire it because the fretboard was coming off the neck, and it was just sweat and headaches and heartaches and all that. But I had to retire it to the Georgia Music Hall of Fame. It's behind glass. I can go visit it every now and then.
Oh, sounds like a
But
good
I have
home for it.
other ones that are 1959. They're older than me, Jim. That's my story. Yeah.
Donald Barnes and I were born 6 days apart.
Wow.
In the same hospital. No.
Well, no.
No, that would be really crazy.
That would be.
Oh my God.
But
You're
we-
like brothers from another
Sagittarius, yeah, stubborn.
mother.
My wife says,
All right,
yeah.
that all makes sense.
Yeah, see?
All right, so it's the State Theater. Are there any tickets left, or are there a few tickets left people can buy? There's still a few? Okay, there's still a few tickets. And just real quick, Don, you've performed all over the world. You just mentioned that you were
Yeah.
all over the world. Outside of the United States, what are some of the places that you really, really have great memories of performing at?
Japan. That was just the
Oh.
greatest tour. We played 5 different venues in Tokyo alone. That's how large Tokyo is. We were up in the Kyoto Plaza, like 70 floors, and you could see it took the curve of the earth, all the skyscrapers, everything as far as you could see. And then we got on this bullet train. It was like 220-mile-an-hour train. Went to Osaka, the old historic, and but it was great. Everybody was so, the hospitality was just through the roof.
Okay, Trevor, Do we have a winner on the phone?
Yes.
Okay, and who would that be?
Kevin in Richmond Hill.
Okay, Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Say hi to Don Barnes.
Hey, Don, what's going on?
Hey, Kev, how you doing, buddy?
I'm hanging in there.
Ready?
You're gonna be able to go to the show tonight?
I should be.
Well, you should be.
Finishing up now.
You got the man himself.
Finishing up,
His tickets.
finishing it up right now. So everything's good.
There we
Okay.
go.
All
He's
right.
making plans.
Okay. So whatever plans you had, get out of it.
Cancel 'em.
Yeah.
Okay, because you're going tonight to the State Theater to see 38 Special.
Okay.
Okay. Stay on the line, and we will set you up.
Oh, it's good soon. He's got to get the car.
Yeah.
You know, he's gotta
He just woke up.
yeah.
It's early for most people.
You heard
Yeah,
38
right.
specials. Like, I got a call.
Yeah, right.
Don, thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Jim.
And
Thanks for having
best of luck with the new album. And you don't need any luck with your performance tonight. I know it's going to be another great performance in that historic theater in New Brunswick.
Well, we crank that guitar up to 10 and we can be 22 years old again. You know, so.
That's rock and roll.
Beautiful.
All right, that's definitely rock and roll. It's time for Q News and traffic for Shelley Sunstein. Here's Kristen.
New York's classic rock, Q1043.